Today, for my signature dish, what I'm going to be making is a tempura battered cauliflower, purple smashed potatoes, a red cabbage slaw, and a mushroom and onion gravy. I chose this as my signature dish for a few reasons. The first one being that when I started traveling this country, I realized how being from Rhode Island spoiled me. I had access to the freshest food all year round. And when we started traveling, I realized that that's not always the case. And so I decided to make this meal because you can find these ingredients at any grocery store around the US. The other reason I decided to make this is our family's motto used to be, "A meal isn't a meal without meat." And when we started trying to eat healthier, one of the things that I did is I started replicating our meat meals with vegetables. And the favorite in the family was by far the tempura cauliflower. This meal I've made hundreds of different ways with all different ingredients, and every time it is a crowd pleaser, and it not only nourishes the vessel, but also the soul. So come along, let me show you how I make it. You can really use any sweet potato for this dish. I personally just think that the purple sweet potato just makes it beautiful. And when trying to try something new with the family, I like to try to find colorful, creative ways of making them enjoy their veggies. Great. My slaw dressing is pretty simple. Right now I have mayonnaise, lime juice, rice vinegar, some homemade pickles, some garlic powder, and some dill. To that, I'm going to add cabbage, carrots, and scallions. tempura batter that I'm making is very easy. The key to making this dish is by flavoring the flour aggressively. Cauliflower can be kind of bland sometimes unless it's roasted, and so by flavoring the batter, it gives the cauliflower all its taste. Today I'm using garlic, poultry seasoning, ginger, and turmeric. I know I'm just dumping, but this is how I cook. I very rarely measure things, and I just stay in flow. The trick to my tempura batter is I'm going to add sparkling water to the all-purpose flour and spices. One of the spices I absolutely love cooking with is turmeric. Not only for the health benefits and how it supports your vessel, but also for the beautiful color that it creates when you put in anything. To finish off my gravy, I've already taken the mushrooms and the onions out of the pan. And so what I'm going to do now is just make a simple roux with a couple tablespoons of butter, a couple tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and some veggie stock. I'm going to mix that up, let it reduce, and then add my veggies back in. My purple sweet potatoes are almost ready. Soon we'll be mashing those. And then I have my oil heating up to do the tempura cauliflower. Something I like to also add to my gravies to give it a little more oomph and flavor is Worcestershire sauce and hickory smoke. While the cauliflower cooks, we're going to mash some potatoes. Now to smash the potatoes. I always salt the water, but life's better with more salt. All I'm doing is adding a couple tablespoons of organic butter, some salt, some pepper, and some oat milk. Delicious. Once I have fried up the cauliflower, the trick when you have such big pieces is I like to put it in the oven for like 10 minutes just to make sure the center of these are nice and soft. Cauliflower's been in for about 10 minutes. It's looking delicious. Let's get eating. Now we're gonna plate everything. One of the tricks that I learned with children and vegetables is the prettier it is, the more they like it. And there you have it, my tempura cauliflower with smashed sweet potatoes, slaw, and then I always put a little microgreens on top. What's the verdict?
Well, the cauliflower, perfectly battered. The mashed potatoes, they're creamy, which I like. And the cabbage slaw, it's perfectly balanced. I'm gonna continue eating this.
What do you think, Alice?
I think it was delicious.
Anything I can do better next time?
No.
Great.
It's my favorite meal, so you can't go wrong.
And when there's food scraps, that's what dogs are for. Callie, Zara, Moose, come. Moose? No, you're turning down a carrot today?